What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to your stimulus check update, stimulus package and infrastructure update, and daily news report for Saturday, July 17th. Now, in today's video, I want to specifically talk about monthly payments, and there's a reason for this. We are getting more and more lawmakers coming out in favor of monthly payments. Now, notice I did not say monthly stimulus checks. I didn't say that. And I am specifically not going to reference that regarding the monthly stimulus checks, because even though there's a decent amount of lawmakers that are proposing this and are pushing for this, there's not enough support behind this, and a $2,000 per month stimulus check is just considered as too expensive. But even though the monthly stimulus checks are not being really pushed by the majority, what we are seeing is that multiple lawmakers are now coming forward saying that we need to see monthly payments. We need to see an extension of the child tax credit payments, which again are monthly payments of between $250 to $300 per month. We are also seeing some lawmakers come out and say that we need to see additional monthly payments to those that do not qualify or do not get a child tax credit payment. Could we potentially see the earned income tax credit paid out monthly? According to some, yes, we could potentially see this. What I actually mentioned the other day is that there are reports that lawmakers have been discussing about a $500 increase to the earned income tax credit. CNN did a report on this, and they actually stated how there's a decent amount of talks on lawmakers thinking about, okay, well, maybe if we don't do the earned income tax credit, let's at least do a SNAP benefit increase of $500 per recipient. Well, all these things are just additional monthly payments. Whether it's the SNAP benefits, your rental assistance, that would be additional monthly payments. Some are saying that maybe we don't just give somebody 12 months of rental assistance. No. Maybe instead we have another program out there, for more affordable housing where somebody can qualify and get, a few $100s, paid for their rent. Well, it's just another program. So here's what we are seeing. Right now, lawmakers are saying that the child tax credits for 2021, this $3,000 and $3,600 child tax credit, these are the biggest legislative wins for Democrats in quite some time. And they're saying it's not because of the increase in the money. It's not because it went from $2,000 up to $3,000 or $3,600. That's not the reason why this is the biggest legislative win. The big win is because it went from $0 in guaranteed income every single month to now you get $250 or $300 every single month for you and your child. That's considered the win. Even Kamala Harris, she stated this the other day, and I quote, "I've been fighting for quite some time for monthly payments because I know if the struggle to make ends meet is monthly, the solution has to be also." And right after this statement, a large group started wondering why people with children are still considered a higher priority than those without. Well, a few economists say that monthly stimulus checks would greatly reduce poverty, and after the year that we've just had, this is essential. Many lawmakers say that monthly stimulus checks would not only provide security for the recipients, but, and this is a big thing, okay, if you are an investor, if you invest in stocks or real estate, this is big. But it would provide another spike in consumer spending, which experts say is needed as stimulus is starting to wear off. One of the things that we have seen, if you look at the consumer spending over the past year, every time a stimulus check comes out, the following month consumer spending spikes. Okay? We saw this when the $1,200 stimulus checks came out, the $600 stimulus checks came out, and even the $1,400 stimulus checks. Well, the question is, will consumers continue to spend once they receive those $250 or $300 child tax credit payments? The question right now is unanswered because we don't know. We just started receiving those payments 2 days ago. So, and let me know if you're having issues and you haven't received your child tax credit payment. If it was supposed to be direct deposit and you didn't get it yet, let me know. I'm just curious because I know a lot of people did receive their child tax credit payments. Some received it and they didn't expect it. And that's interesting. Because if you weren't expecting it, there's a reason why. You either made too much money or your child shouldn't qualify. So if you received it, that might be something that you need to look into because maybe you'll have to pay that back at the end of the year. So just take that into consideration. But remember, all these different ideas, whether it's a stimulus check, earned income tax credit, increase, additional benefits for the SNAP program, an extension of the child tax credits, right? All these different ideas. These would only happen if both of the bipartisan infrastructure package and the reconciliation bill both pass. And according to the former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, he says this deal needs to just fall apart. And let me give you his exact statement because this is actually pretty important. His statement, and I quote, says, "I can tell you a lot of these negotiations happening just 2 blocks from where I am right now will fall apart. And they need to fall apart. We do not need additional federal spending. We don't need $3.5 trillion. We don't even need $1 trillion in the way that they're going to try to spend it because it will not hit the economy. It's up in the big cities. So if you're a rural senator like Manchin and Sinema, that money actually won't get to the roads and infrastructure that we're talking about." Now, that was his exact statement. And I want to break it down because he is saying that right now, the money is going to be up in the big cities, and it is. That's where the money is going to go. The $1.2 trillion infrastructure package, most of it's going to go to the big cities. The $3.5 trillion infrastructure package, again, more of it's going to go to bigger cities. They just have a little bit more. So there is going to be people that don't see this. And this is what we know right now. Based off everything that we're seeing, based off all the information that's coming out, many lawmakers, specifically senators, are worried that not enough money is going to actually go to their states. There is a lot of money in both the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package and also that $3.5 trillion package. But too many senators are being cautious here because they are worried that money will be spent before they ever see it. And this is exactly what the former chief of staff for President Trump, this is exactly what he's saying. This is what Mark Meadows is saying. And so we're going to see what happens here. But what I can tell you is, yes, there are more people that are a little bit kind of skeptical about how much money they are going to receive. Even though the package looks great, the problem is if it's not in the verbiage, if it's not in the legislative text that, oh, this city, this state is going to get X amount of dollars, the majority of the money is just going to be spent in the bigger cities. So we will see as we get that text, but as of right now, we still have nothing. Now, Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader who is able to bring these bills to the floor, he is saying he's going to be pushing these bills forward, and he's going to do this as early as this coming Wednesday. The White House does back his aggressive strategy and says that they do support him, but the problem is that some moderate Democrats right now don't support this because they want to see the bill. They say that they cannot support a bill or come out in opposition of a bill when they don't know what's going to be in it. They don't even know, as of right now, why they would be holding a vote on a Wednesday when they don't even have the text of the bill. The text of the bill was supposed to come by the end of this week, which some say it was supposed to be yesterday, others say it should be tomorrow on Sunday. But I can tell you right now, my guess is we're going to get this probably Monday or Tuesday. If we get it Monday or Tuesday, I do expect Senator Schumer will try to put a vote on the floor, but we will see. What we know, though, is that right now, if lawmakers do not, specifically Senator Schumer, if the Senate does not have the numbers and Democrats don't have the numbers to get this bipartisan bill passed, it's going to slow down the budget reconciliation bill because they don't know what to put in it, right? And so until that happens, until this bipartisan bill passes through the Senate, the budget reconciliation bill is going to be in limbo. And at this time, the longer it takes to pass these two bills could potentially derail the entire thing. But again, remember this. If both these bills don't pass, This means expanding Medicare will be out. It will be out. That means no vision, dental, or hearing. Lowering the age from 65 down to 60, possibly not going to happen. Extending the child tax credit payments for an additional 3 to 4 years. This couldn't be done. This won't be done if it's not in the budget reconciliation bill. Providing free community college, child care, elder care, and a path to citizenship. All this stuff will be in question. If the bipartisan bill doesn't pass, the budget reconciliation bill will not be written because they need that. They need the bipartisan bill done, finalized, passed, so they know what to put in the next bill. Again, this is where all the issues are currently happening. This is why one of the things that is slowing down the budget reconciliation bill is Republicans do not want to provide any money to the IRS. Well, that's fine. Take it out of the bill, the bipartisan bill, and let's just put it into the budget reconciliation bill. Well, then Republicans say, no, we don't want to support a bill that's just going to be, oh, you don't want to put it in your budget reconciliation bill? All right, we'll stick it in this one. Oh, it's not going to pass there? Well, we'll just bring it right back. So it's just a game right now that's happening. It's just a big political game. Democrats know they have all the power. Republicans are trying to just delay, which is understandable because if they delay and they're successful with this, chances are they could win back the Senate and possibly even win the House in the upcoming midterm election in a little over a year. So we'll see what happens as we move forward there. But even though all these things are in question, we still have progressives that are coming out and absolutely love this. Even though they're being told, hey, don't put any more fuel on this fire because it's burning pretty hot right now. They're coming out and they're adding a little bit more fuel to the fire. Progressives continue to push for more. Just the other day, we heard from Senator Schumer. He said just to keep the powder dry. Don't come out and say, oh, I'm not going to vote for this bill if it doesn't include X, Y, and Z. Don't do that, because it's making things very complicated. Well, what we knew the other day was that, or earlier this week, was that lawmakers were discussing having an extension to Medicare. Okay, and I absolutely love this. I think this extension to Medicare is needed. Okay, I think it's needed. Let me know your comments down in the comment section below as well. Do you think providing dental, vision, and hearing for people on Medicare is essential? I personally do. I think this is needed. Whenever I look for health insurance, okay, whenever I was looking for health insurance, I wanted to make sure it's not just health insurance. It covered vision, dental, hearing, anything, right? Any elective surgeries that I potentially may need, right, or would like, it would cover those. It would cover those, right? When I got my teeth fixed, I didn't get my teeth fixed because I wanted to. That was more of a medical thing, right? My teeth kept chipping. I could potentially choke on a tooth, right? And so this was more of an issue. And so my teeth were not straight. For the past 30 years, my teeth were never straight. They were always crooked. You may remember this. Okay, go watch a video from like 2 years ago. My teeth were extremely crooked. Now, I only got my teeth fixed because, one, my dentist said I should and I needed to. It was more of a requirement. But in addition to that, I had insurance that helped me pay for this. So again, I think it's needed. But let me know your comments down in the comment section below. But here's what Pramila Jayapal said on Twitter just a couple days ago. She says, and I quote, lowering the Medicare eligibility age to 60 means covering at least 23 million more people. Let's get it done in the reconciliation package. So, the talks of not reducing the age from 65 down to 60. This is what some were saying, is that we were going to see dental, vision, and hearing. Those three. Those would be included. But lowering the age from 65 down to 60 was almost out. Well, progressives and Pramila Jayapal say no. They're not out. Let's keep that in there and let's get it done in the reconciliation package. So we'll see what happens there, but as of right now, it looks like progressives are pushing for all their priorities, not just the top 5. So that is actually pretty good news. In other news, experts are worried that right now, some that are still unvaccinated are more at risk than others. They say that in certain areas of the country where the vaccination rates are pretty low and people continue to travel, the risks are actually quite elevated. And when these locations don't have a mask mandate, it actually just increases the chances somebody could contract COVID, even though they have been vaccinated, or some say, it's warm, they are going to social distance. Most people don't. And so people are being a little more carefree at this time. The only place experts say that is really seeing the largest spike in cases is really the entire state of Florida, who is seeing about 20% of all the cases in the United States. But according to the Washington Post, nearly half of all unvaccinated adults are saying they are not going to get vaccinated because they are worried that the shot would actually cause them to miss work or miss certain appointments due to potential side effects. So that is the biggest reason why many people don't want to get the vaccine at this time. And I can attest for this. I've actually talked to a few different people that say they're not going to get the vaccine because they can't afford to lose or miss work right now, that they will get it in the future when their work kind of slows down, but as of right now they're just going to hold off and wait, which I completely understand. So that's what we know right now. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, an incredible weekend. I will be back on later on this evening to provide another update as well. So again, thank you guys for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.